What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. Happy New Year. Today is December 31st, guys, but crypto doesn't sleep. So we're here talking about a new project that I'm super excited about called NEXION. This one is going to be launching on January 2nd. So I wanted to do this video, give you guys all the information you needed so that you're well armed coming into the new year with the first PulseChain project. This one is super cool. There's going to be a lot to it, so you guys have got to strap on today. Get your popcorn and let's dig deep into NEXION. So there's going to be an auction. The token is going to be hyper-deflationary, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly how that's going to happen. There's going to be bonded liquidity with a bunch of the major PulseChain ecosystem tokens that's going to help stabilize the whole blockchain as a whole and help stabilize the liquidity on the protocol over here. We're going to go and cover the UI, and then following that, we're going to go over the white paper and see all the nitty gritty. And then guys, following this video, I'm going to be doing probably different videos. One of them is going to be covering the launch, talking mainly about what's happening on the UI after the launch. So I'm going to show you guys a deposit and all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to be covering also some strategies because there's different ways to play this. And a lot of you guys might come on Telegram and ask me some questions, but at the same time, I want to be well informed as well. So I'm going to be looking over different strategies. I'm going to be doing a separate video that's going to be covering those strategies because you can get in the auction, you can hold the NEON token, you can just stake. There's just multiple things involved. Okay, so let's jump right in. So the tokenomics are on the left side over here. So there's 1 billion NEON tokens. 90% of it is distributed through auction, 70% of it through the dApp and reward, 2.5% reserved for the team, which is super good that they're actually saying it because a lot of projects actually hide that information within the code, and 0.5% initial liquidity pair. All right, so what is NEXION? So it's a hyper-deflationary and bonded liquidity ecosystem built on PulseChain. So it has a token supply of 1 billion. NEON introduces a unique daily auction system combined with a rapid deflationary mechanism. Okay, so the entire of NEON's supply is distributed within the first 10 days of the protocol, creating a dramatic shift into a hyper-deflationary phase powered by a massive buy and burn mechanism. So what happens is every day there's going to be an auction, and every day 90% of the NEON tokens are going to be distributed to those auction days. So the name of the game is getting early, okay? And the reason why I'm doing this video before the launch is because I want to get you guys prepared so you can bridge your tokens, get your tokens ready, whatever it is. If you want to participate in these kind of protocols, because obviously this is DeFi and it's risky, but it's also very lucrative if you get in early, right? So day one, stakers are probably going to be making the most amount of rewards because everybody that's going to be jumping in later on is going to increase the buy pressure on the NEON token. So you're going to just end up making more, right? So creating yourself a position head on is going to secure your position in terms of profits. You can take your profits responsibly and just keep recompounding some earnings. In 10 days, I mean, this token is going to be hyper deflationary, which means that the token is going to increase in value. So there's a massive buy and burn. A perpetual buy and burn mechanism drives scarcity and value creation over time, supported by continuous demand for the NEON Vault. Hyper-Deflationary Mechanism. A capped supply combined with a fast deflation phase ensures sustained value growth and reduced token availability. So basically, when there's reduced token availability, there's going to be more demand for that token because there's less and less for the token. The price is going to increase, so everybody's going to be happy that actually owns the token. Capped supply at 1.065 billion NEON tokens distributed fully in the first 10 days, ensuring scarcity and fairness. Perpetual auctions. So the NEON Vault powers ongoing daily auctions with a deflationary tokenomic model that benefits all holders. We're going to cover that within the white paper. NEON's bonded liquidity pools with key PulseChain tokens amplified by pressure across the ecosystem. So they're going to be bonding the NEON token with Pulse, Hex, Atropa, and a bunch of those tokens, token LPs. That I'm going to go over that in the white paper. I'm going to show you guys all those LP pairs. That's just going to strengthen the PulseChain ecosystem. So this is something that the dev told me they really care about PulseChain because they actually do have a project that launched a year or two ago. I'm not 100% sure. An NFT project that pays in Pulse tokens, and it's still working till today, right? So these guys are not here to just run away. they're here to make sure to help the PulseChain ecosystem, and this is their newest project, which is why I'm super excited to talk about this. And synergistic liquidity bonding. So Neon's strategic alignment with PulseChain ecosystem ensures mutual growth, market synergy, and compound deflationary effects. So guys, this is one important thing that you guys need to take into consideration. So recently there's a lot of FUD around Richard Hart, right? What happened the last time there was this kind of FUD around the SEC lawsuit and all that kind of stuff, there was a massive dip in the market. Just months later, everything recovered, right? And we saw what happened with PulseChain when the Richard Hart FUD happened. There was a massive green candle right after. Within 24 hours, a lot of the gains actually came back for those that lost those gains, right? And what I'm trying to say here is, even if there's a lot of FUD around Richard Hart, this might be the best time to get into these kind of projects, because you're going to be building your position when the price is much lower, when everything gains back its popularity, when everything starts pumping again. We all know 2025 is going to hopefully be the year for the bull run. So this year could potentially be the year that PulseChain explodes, right? So this is the right time to secure your position, whether it's in just holding the regular PulseChain tokens or getting into these plays, because these plays, when they're lucrative, they can actually pay for all of your other PulseChain tokens, right? So this is where I allocate some of my funds into these kind of projects, because I know that eventually it's going to pay off and I'm going to be able to use those funds and put them elsewhere. Another thing also I wanted to let everybody know is that usually when these kind of projects launch on PulseChain, more so than likely, a lot of the community on PulseChain are just better holders, right? It just reminds me of Ethereum community. They hold tokens better. And it's not like Solana, for example, where everybody just rugs and dumps. It's not like TON ecosystem. Not a lot of projects are being launched there. And it's not like Base Chain where everything is just memes. That's all I hear about, right? PulseChain delivers quality projects. The community is actually so strong. They actually hold these tokens and hold these projects that actually for a few days we can see some massive gains, and this is why this project could be very, very interesting. So before we move on, guys, I just wanted to cover the hyper-deflationary mechanism of the protocol, because sometimes a lot of the projects, what they do is that they simply buy tokens and burn them periodically, whereas what Neon is doing over here is focusing on hyper-deflation, right? So at the end of each auction phase, what happens is a significant portion of the supply is going to be removed from circulation rapidly, right? So it ensures that the deflation continues over time, and it's going to make the Neon more scarce and demand for it is going to be increasing, right? So it's going to be continuous, and it's also going to continue with the buy and burn after the auction. So there's just a lot here that I think is going to be very positive for the protocol. Now let's jump into the white paper and cover some of the important aspects of this project. Now I'm not going to cover everything in 100% detail. You guys still need to do your due diligence. But what I want to do here is I want to introduce you to the main parts of the ecosystem. And once the project becomes live and we cover it in more detail, at that point, we're going to be covering all the major aspects, covering all the major taxes and whatnot to better explain to you guys how things are. I know for myself, I'm very visual, so it's going to be much better when the website is actually live and functioning. Whereas right now, we're just going to go over the details that's in the white paper. So NEXION aims to become widely used dApp ecosystem that offers a variety of ways to participate, earn rewards, and help burn INC. So this is something that is super interesting with Neon. So not only burning the NEXION token, they're also helping remove supply of INC from the market, which in turn is going to be helping the INC token get deflationary, right? So this is a project that I feel like aligns with everything I love about PulseChain. I love the INC token, and I believe it's going to go back to $6, maybe $10, even more. We can actually see the INC token get way higher in price, right? And this project is one of those that's going to help in that process. So the Neon supply is capped at 1 billion tokens and utilizes an auction-based token distribution structure, which helps drive deflation and scarcity of the Neon token. 90% of the Neon supply gets distributed to users who enter the Neon auction within the first 10 days. Features of the auction create daily deflation measures as well as build store of value pools designed to reward users for participating and helping build the NEXION platform. So the big play here for me in this project is not only the staking that I'm going to talk about in a few minutes, but it's going to be the auction. I want to make sure to maximize my position in the auction. Whenever I can, take the tokens out that I gain and then deposit them back so I can emphasize and compound my position, because that is where the majority of the gains is going to happen. And later on, following that, we're going to dive deeper into the other parts of the ecosystem after the 10 days, because that's where the continued growth is going to be. So powered by Neon, right? Neon has a 6% tax that is applied to all transactions with exception to LP additions. 2% stored Neon. So this is important to know the difference between this 2% and this 2%. So there's accumulated Neon tokens. So there's 2% of the accumulated Neon tokens that is going to be just sitting there until a specific threshold is met, right? Then those Neon tokens are going to be swapped for Pulse tokens and directed to the LP staking rewards, creating additional incentives for liquidity providers. So when you provide liquidity and you put that on the ecosystem, there's going to be 2% of all the transactions that's going to be used in a, like, let's say like a big bowl, right? And all those Neon tokens are going to go in that big bowl until there's a threshold of 1 million Pulse. When that 1 million Pulse is accumulated, it's going to be sent to all the liquidity providers and the staking rewards so that it could be distributed to everybody that's staking on the platform. The other 2% is direct Neon rewards. So this goes straight into the LP staking rewards and ensures consistent incentives for liquidity providers. So it's going to basically be dripping, right? So when the token is going to be dripping, so when the rewards are going to be dripping, the stakers are going to be accumulating their rewards right away. And once in a while, you're going to be getting a boost in rewards from the other stored Neon tokens that's going to be swapped into Pulse. So it's going to be adding up very, very quickly, hopefully. 1% burn Neon, so permanently removed from circulation, accelerating the hyper-deflationary mechanism. So that's where 1% is going to be burnt. And another 1% of INC is going to be burned, permanently removed from circulation, helping support deflation of INC from the PulseChain ecosystem. Okay, so there's going to be 1% of Neon burn, 1% of INC burn, 2% going straight to the liquidity provider staking rewards, and 2% that's going to be accumulating, swapped for Pulse, and sent to the LP providers staking rewards. So this is going to be super, super, super exciting. During the first days of NEXION, 90% of the available 1 billion token will be distributed through the auction-style protocol. The protocol creates deflationary measures and value storing pools that help drive scarcity and value to the Neon token and NEXION ecosystem. So let's go over those. 900 million Neon tokens allocated to the daily auction, distributed 90 million tokens per day, okay? Over the first 10 days, so that's why it's 900 million, of the protocol's existence. This ensures wide accessibility and incentivizes early adopters. So the more you get in early, guys, again, I'm going to emphasize this because obviously you guys are watching this video because you like these degen kind of videos, degen kind of projects. 90% of the 90 million tokens are going to be distributed per day, right? So that's going to be 900 million that's going to be given in the first 10 days, which is going to be very lucrative for everybody who's going to be in the beginning. 35 million Neon tokens used to fuel initial staking rewards. 25 million Neon tokens reserved for the team, earmarked for future rewards, ecosystem development, and dApp innovation to ensure Neon's long-term sustainability and success. So hopefully they use that amount to better the ecosystem. It's not going to be something that they keep for themselves and then just move on. 5 million Neon tokens paired with Pulse to launch to form the initial Neon Wrap Pulse liquidity pool. This pool is automatically created by the contract when the first 5,000 enters the auction, setting an initial price of 0.001 per Neon. So just keep that in mind. If this is the starting price of Neon, just imagine when it goes up to $1. You never know what happens. 35 million Neon tokens reserved for future dApp. All right, let's go over to the auction protocol. So how the Pulse is allocated from the auction: 50% to buyback and vault mechanism. 45% directly fuels Neon buybacks from the open market. purchased Neon tokens are sent to the buy and burn mechanism, reducing circulating supply. So there's a lot of buy and burn involved here that is just going to make the token more deflationary over time. 45% of the purchased tokens are sent to the Neon vault, and 10% is allocated to the farm investment wallet. This continuous demand accelerates deflation and supports sustainable value over time. 25% to farming investment wallet. So what does that mean exactly? Allocated to a dedicated wallet for strategic farming investments. This wallet generates yield by participating in farms across the ecosystem, enhancing the Neon treasury. So this is a separate way that the protocol is going to be earning rewards aside from just the ecosystem getting more members and getting more deposits from, different investors. They're going to be farming on different platforms. I'm guessing probably PulseX, and those rewards are going to be used to better the ecosystem, stabilize the Neon token, and just keep increasing the rewards given out to the stakers. 10% of harvested rewards are sent to the team treasury. 90% of the harvested rewards are sent to the staking rewards pool. So 90% is going straight to the investors, which is super cool. Rewards are harvested from the farm pool and utilized to build the staking reward pool. This pool is rewarded for users who stake their Neon tokens in the Hollow Vault. So this is the second way that I'm super excited about that I'm going to go over in a few minutes. So 18% of is going to be set for liquidity bonding. So that's going to be creating an LP of Pulse Neon, Pulse X Neon, Hex Neon, Atropa Neon, INC Neon, and PDAI Neon. And we know that the Atropa tokens, the INC token, and the main PulseChain tokens are going to be going up in value. This is going to drive the value of Neon upwards, and that's going to make everybody very happy. So this is going to enhance the buy pressure for Neon and contribute to the ecosystem growth. 3% to LP rewards. So that's going to be sent straight to the LP rewards, ensuring consistent incentives for liquidity providers. And 3% Genesis allocation. A small percentage is allocated to the team, ensuring the resources necessary for continued innovation, system sustainability, and long-term success. So 1% is going to go to the Raffle game. So let's go over the Raffle game in just a minute. Fuels the Neon Raffle game, an exciting decentralized lottery system. So it's a lottery, it's going to be random, and you can win a lot of money. Players buy tickets with Pulse for a chance to win Neon rewards. Enhances the liquidity and system growth while distributing rewards transparently. So, how does the auction work? The first day 1 to 10. During the first 10 days of NEXION auction, rewards are derived from the initial minting of 90 million Neon tokens per day, totaling 900 million Neon tokens distributed to this phase. This rapid distribution phase ensures a fair launch and kickstarts the protocol's deflationary and reward building mechanisms. Okay, so after 10 days, what happens? Because a lot of the guys in different protocols have discussed the first 1 to 10 days. They haven't really discussed what happens afterwards. So after 10 days, daily auction tokens are sourced from the Neon Vault. The vault drips 20% of its remaining balance per day into the auction system, ensuring a steady stream of rewards for participants while maintaining deflationary pressure on the Neon ecosystem. So the Neon Vault is going to take 20% of that and then still add that to the auctions. That's going to help people that are still participating in the ecosystem. The NEXION auction is not just a distribution mechanism, it's a carefully designed system that integrates deflation, liquidity bonding, and ecosystem growth to ensure sustained value of all participants. So guys, this is all talk until we see the action happen on day 1 of the protocol. So again, this protocol launches on January 2nd, right? So it's going to be first PulseChain project of 2025, guys. May this be the project that's going to get us some gains in 2025, okay? So I'm super excited. As I told you guys, I am a visual person and I would like to see that happen in real time. So we're going to be talking about that post-launch. So the Neon Vault that we talked about earlier is storing vault for the auction, right? So this since tokens are needed each day to reward the perpetual auction participants, the vault is responsible for holding the Neon tokens, and then it's going to be distributing that post day 10. The auction protocol is designed to provide an alternative option for users to get Neon tokens while helping support the foundation of NEXION. Okay. After day 10, the Neon Vault becomes the exclusive source of Neon tokens available for auction, where each day 20% of the vault supply is auctioned off. Perfect. Now, buy and burn. Everybody loves a good buy and burn. How does the buy and burn work? Starting out every 60 minutes, an amount of 500,000 Pulse is used to buy Neon tokens from the open market. 45% is recycled back into the Neon vault. 45% is burned. Woo, that's crazy. And 10% added to the farm investment pool, growing that over time. The vault holds Neon, and after day 10 of auction, the rewards of the auction come from the vault. 20% of the Neon holdings are released to the auction. All right, so why would you, as an investor, want to do any liquidity bonding, right? So why would you take your Neon tokens and bond them with your Pulse, with your Hex, with your Tropo, with your INC, and stake that over here? This is going to enhance the Neon's liquidity by staking and approved pools, strengthening token stability. You're going to earn both Pulse and Neon tokens as rewards for staking, maximizing your returns. Rewards are calculated based on your share of the total Neon stake to the pool. Obviously, the more you have staked, the more rewards you're going to be making. Reinvest your Neon rewards to benefit from the protocol's hyper-deflationary nature. Okay, so if you're liquidity bonding, you're earning both Pulse and Neon. Okay, so let's continue talking about this later on. Users can stake their Neon or Neon LP in approved liquidity pools, right? Staking provides a way to contribute to the Neon ecosystem while earning rewards. All right, that's cool. Stakers earn rewards in 2 tokens. Pulse, that comes from the transfer tax, and Neon rewards come from Neon transfer tax plus Neon distribution of 70 million Neon. Rewards are distributed proportional based on the amount of Neon or LP that you are staking in the platform. So regarding liquidity bonding, what I love is you're getting Pulse tokens and you're getting Neon tokens. So you're getting both, the best of both worlds. You're not just getting Neon tokens that's going to be used as a reward token in the protocol, but you're also going to be getting some Pulse tokens, which is one of the tokens that everybody wants to accumulate when it comes to PulseChain, right? And these are the liquidity bonding pool pairs. You have the Neon Pulse, Hex, Pulse X, INC, PDAI, and Atropa. We covered that already. So liquidity staking and rewards. So if you liquidity stake, you can earn 2 rewards. Liquidity staking allows users to add LP in the Neon ecosystem to earn rewards in 2 forms, Neon and Pulse. These rewards are generated from token transaction taxes and are distributed proportional among the liquidity providers, right? So you can see the UI over here. You can add liquidity, and it gives you all the proper information. One thing I love about this project is that the UI is so clean, right? So it's very easy to understand. Everything is very clear. The writing is very, crisp. So it's going to be easy for everybody to get acquainted to the website, and we're going to be covering that post-launch, obviously. But I'll show you guys a bit of a walkthrough in just a few minutes. LP rewards are created from 4% of all transaction taxes. So 2% stored Neon accumulated until the threshold is met, then swapped for Pulse and directed to the LP staking rewards. 2% direct Neon rewards sent straight to the LP providers. So let's talk about the Hollow Vault. Now this is another way to make some money, bro. So there's the auction so far, there's the buy and burn, there's the LP bonding that you can earn Pulse and Neon tokens, and now there's a staking Hollow Vault. The Hollow Vault, you can stake your Neon tokens, so single staking platform. You can stake your Neon tokens and earn Neon and INC. Bro, these guys are doing everything. This is gonna be a crazy project, and I think if you slowly build your position here, you can make a ton of money. Or should I say a ton of tokens? Don't say a ton of money, ton of tokens. So the Hollow Vault is designed for single-sided staking, allowing users to lock away their Neon tokens to yield rewards, so you can earn Neon and INC. Rewards are dripped down in real time, so users are able to elect and unstake at any time they want. 3.5% of their initial Neon supply will be allocated to the staking rewards contract and be sent to a 1% drip per day that will be distributed all token holders who stake their Neon. Rewards are respective to the percentage of the stake pool you own, so the more Neon you stake, the more Neon and INC you earn. INC rewards are generated from 90% of the yield of farming investments. So the bigger the farming, the more INC is going to be sent back to the ecosystem. And what this tells me is that they're probably going to be taking all those LPs and staking it on the best staking platform on, farming platform on PulseChain, which is PulseX, right? PulseX farms, you stake that over there. You're going to be getting some moderate returns, and that is going to be sent to the ecosystem. But the beautiful thing is, if you're like me and you, we start off with $1,000 or $2,000 or $5,000. the returns are not going to be massive. Whereas a project like NEXION that's going to be accumulating millions of dollars over time, if you have millions of dollars staked on PulseX, you're going to be making some pretty good returns in INC, right? Imagine those get sent out to all the stakers and staking Hollow Vault. Forget it. It's going to be game over, bro. Now, the Raffle is something that is going to be like a gamble play here. I don't know a lot of people that are going to be interested in the Raffle, but if you are and if you participated in these kind of raffles before, because the pot can be very lucrative, this is something that might be for you, right? So 0 hour, this is how it works. You purchase tickets with Pulse. Each ticket is going to be 15,000 Pulse, so that's barely anything, right? There's no limit on the amount of tickets you can get. 50% of the Pulse is swapped for Neon and added to the reward pool for the current game. 50% of Pulse is automatically added to the Neon staking LP pool, strengthening the token liquidity and market stability. Okay? This happens after the accumulated Pulse reaches a threshold of an initial 300,000 Pulse. So how do you win? Each game runs for 3 days. At the end of the game, a winning ticket is selected randomly, and the accumulated Neon rewards from the pot are automatically sent to the winner's wallet address. So because it's a raffle, it's going to be completely arbitrary, and whoever, not arbitrary, but whoever wins is going to be like a random person in the raffle. So why is the raffle game so cool? So built on PulseChain, the game operates through smart contracts, so everything is automated, ensuring fairness and transparency. Users can win significant Neon rewards depending on the size of the pot and the number of participants. So if there's 1,000 people versus 100 people, it's going to be different, right? The amount of money you're going to win in Neon tokens. The Raffle game directly supports Neon's liquidity and buy and burn mechanism, enhancing the token's value and sustainability. And with a new game every 3 days, users have continuous opportunities to participate and win. You can come here every single day and just put in one ticket. You never know. Bro, if there's 100 people, you have more chances of winning than 1,000 people, right? So you just never know if you're going to be winning on that particular day. So I would be interested no matter what. So now another thing is the governance, right? So over time, I think they're going to give more and more value to the token. And one of them is going to be a subject to govern important decisions for the NEXION ecosystem using your Neon tokens. So you give in your Neon tokens and you get to vote over some of the things that get to happen with the protocol over time. So this is going to be awesome. And over here you have the contract addresses. Now guys, if you noticed, I told you I'm going to be covering part of the white paper, but I kind of covered everything because it's very exciting. So let's go over the auction over here. You guys can see you can make your deposit over here. That's going to be super, super cool. And all the stats are going to be showing over here. This is where you get to claim your Neon tokens. Liquidity Manager, you're going to be able to see over here all of the LPs that you get to stake. Here is going to be all the rewards that you have. So it's going to be very, very organized and compartmentalized. So everything's going to be super clear. The Hollow Vault is where you can come and earn Neon and INC. The buy and burn is going to be showing over here. So you're going to see 45% used to buy and burn, 45% stored in the Neon Vault, and 10% sent to the Hollow Vault pool. 0 hour raffle was going to be super, it's like a gaming super fun thing for the community to participate in, which might be very lucrative, and I'm super excited for that. And over here you're going to be seeing all the stats of the protocol. Okay guys, so guys, I'm super excited for NEXION. I hope you guys are excited as well. Please let me know all the questions you have in the comment section below. Please like the video, subscribe, comment what you want me to cover next. This is going to be the first video on NEXION. I promise I'm going to be doing another video after the launch, and I'm going to be doing another video also about the strategy. I feel like these are 3 videos that are going to be very important. If you guys have other questions you want me to cover in more detail, then at that point you get to leave them in the comment section below, and I'm going to be covering them in separate videos. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm glad to be back. Happy New Year again, and I'll see you guys in the next video.